If you think that we are bad, please look at the
I
younger generation.
feel like it gets worse with
progressively
every generation.
It's currently one of the big debates in the community, the loss of spoken Spanish among the young, including the use of Llanito.
We actually conducted a survey, and through the survey we saw that a lot of youngsters don't speak Spanish, and if they do, le dan vergüenza o eso.
Now, these 10 young women who are competing in this year's edition of the Young Enterprise came up with an idea to encourage its use, a book aimed at young children.
What you'll find inside is mostly just the most popular places in Jib. So La Caleta with obviously the rock La Mamela that everyone knows. Guari comes out with Mama Sonia, so obviously La Hora del Teno, which is something very popular amongst Llanitos at 5 o'clock, like strictly every single time you're on the beach.
To make it more fun and more relatable, the book depicts the characters engaging in unique Gibraltarian traditions and expressing themselves in Llanito.
It sets the foundation for Spanish, so the younger they are, the easier it is when they get to their GCSEs or if they're going to proceed to A-levels to do Spanish. I feel like it sets that foundation so that when they are to learn more difficult words in Spanish, they have at least the basic knowledge.
The idea is one which has the full backing of both the Education and Culture Ministries.
This book is great. I think it really shows it in a good light. It's humorous, it's good for children, and we want to encourage the young.
And trying to push that as much as possible, working with different cultural organizations, see how we can work together to promote Llanito as a language and to continue the legacy of how we speak.
For cultural services, this initiative was like a dream come true, particularly because it came from those most in need of it.
Because this is the young people, the younger generation, actually realizing the value of, cultivating, of making sure that the Llanito isn't lost. It's coming from them, it's their story, they're embracing it, and they're telling people, look, there's content here that needs to be valued and shared.
The young women behind the book have found support and sponsorship in a local language academy.
I'm so proud of them, and it's something obviously that I think is so important as a Gibraltarian, also with a child. We're losing our bilingualism, it's a fact. And with not only with our geographical location, but with our culture, I think it's something we need to really focus on.
Vamonos Let's Go is already available at different sale points across town.
We hope that obviously by the selling of our book and by children reading it and understanding it, that we're preserving our culture.
And they remind us of how important it is to speak Llanito at home with children if we can.
I'm not from a Llanito background, so my parents don't speak it at home. So my only exposure would have been at school, during school. And now that I don't do it in A-levels, I'm not exposed to the Spanish so much, I'm starting to forget it.
Because if we do,
¿Cómo te llamas tú?
Emily.
We could go a long way to preserve our bilingualism and unique Llani traits.
Hola. Hola. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well done.